didn't get an invitation to my brother's wedding, so I went on a trip. Sorry, dear, this event is only for the people we actually love, my mother said. Dad added, some people just don't belong at family celebrations. When the wedding was canceled because of a debt, the whole family started begging me, but it was too late. Growing up, my brother Tyler was the golden child, football captain, homecoming king, the son who made my parents beam with pride at every dinner party. Me? I was the quiet one, the one they forgot to introduce, the one whose graduation they almost missed because Tyler had a game that day. But here's what nobody talks about. When Dad lost his job 8 years ago, guess who paid their mortgage for 11 months? When Mom needed surgery and insurance wouldn't cover it, guess who wrote a $14,000 check without being asked? When Tyler's first business failed and creditors came calling, guess who quietly cleared $23,000 in his debt? Me. Always me. The disappointment who somehow always had her life together enough to rescue theirs. So when Tyler announced his engagement to Meredith, I expected at least a bridesmaid spot. We weren't close, but I'd literally saved his financial life 2 years prior. Instead, I got silence. Weeks of silence while everyone else posted their gold-ribboned invitations on social media. When I finally asked Mom, she didn't even hesitate. Sorry, dear, this event is only for people we actually love. The words hit like a physical blow. Dad chimed in with his usual coldness. Some people just don't belong at family celebrations. Aunt Patricia, never one to miss a chance, added her venom. Finally, a wedding without the family disappointment bringing down photos. I didn't cry, I didn't argue, I just smiled and said I understood. That night, I booked a 3-week trip to Greece. The trip I'd been saving for since I was 22. I figured if I wasn't wanted at their celebration, I'd create my own. Santorini was everything I dreamed. White buildings against blue seas, sunsets that looked painted, meals eaten slowly, peacefully, without anyone making me feel small. I posted photos sparingly. Me at a vineyard, me watching the sunset from Oya, me looking happier than I'd been in years. I was on a boat tour of the caldera when my phone started buzzing. 17 missed calls, 23 texts. I ignored them until I got back to my hotel. The first voicemail was Mom, sobbing dramatically. Rebecca, please call us back. Something terrible has happened. We need you. The second was Dad, his voice tight. This is serious. Call immediately. The third was Tyler himself. Becca, I know we haven't been close, but I'm begging you. The wedding is ruined. The venue is demanding $47,000 we don't have, or they're taking legal action. Meredith's family pulled their contribution after her dad lost his job. Please, you're the only one who can help. I sat on my hotel balcony and laughed until tears streamed down my face. Not from humor, from the sheer audacity, the family disappointment, the one who didn't belong. Now suddenly I was the only one who could help. I didn't respond that night, or the next day, or the day after that. The messages kept coming. Mom shifted from sobbing to bargaining. We didn't mean what we said. You know we love you. This is just how family talks. Dad tried authority. This is ridiculous. You have savings. Family helps family. Stop being selfish. Tyler sent paragraphs explaining how Meredith would leave him if the wedding fell apart, how his reputation would be destroyed, how their deposits were non-refundable, and vendors were threatening lawsuits. Aunt Patricia, the same woman who called me a disappointment, actually showed up at my apartment building. My neighbor texted me photos of her waiting in the lobby for 3 hours. I stayed in Greece an extra week. The messages became desperate, then angry, then desperate again. When I finally flew home, I had 94 unread messages and a clarity I'd never felt before. Tyler called one last time the night before his wedding was supposed to happen. Becca, please, I'm begging. I'll do anything. Just help us save this. I let the silence stretch before answering. Do you remember what you said when I asked why I wasn't invited? You told Mom I'd embarrass you in front of Meredith's family, that I was too plain, too boring, too single to fit the image you wanted. He stammered. That was just stress talking. No, that was the truth. And here's mine. I've given this family over $67,000 in the last 8 years. Not once did anyone say thank you. Not once was I treated like I mattered. You all made it clear I don't belong, so I'm finally believing you. The wedding was canceled. The venue sued. They lost the deposits, the catering, everything. Last month, Mom called crying again. They're selling the house to cover the debt. Dad had to take a job as a cashier. Tyler and Meredith broke up. She asked if I was happy now. I told her the truth. I'm not happy about their pain. I'm just finally not responsible for preventing it. My Greece photos are still my favorites. The sunset one is my phone background. Every time I see it, I remember the moment I stopped being the family disappointment who fixes everything and started being the woman who chose herself.